Hey, it's Josie with Affirmation Pod. This is where you get soothing affirmations to help you live in self-love. Welcome to new listeners. Welcome back to returning listeners. Thank you for joining me today. It's now June, so happy Pride Month. We also have Juneteenth coming up. I should also note that some of you may have noticed last week the podcast wasn't available for a bit. That was not the podcasting apps. It was actually the hosting service. So all the podcasts on the hosting service were down for a little while. I apologize for that. Everything's fully resolved. Today's episode is called Recovering from Burnout. Even as I had this one ready to go for you, requests continued to come in for an episode on this topic. Some of you are students who are burnt out after a very rigorous academic schedule. Others of you are teachers who have reached the finish line of this school year, and you're seeing how exhausted and depleted you are. Now, for others, this is a request because work demands have been through the roof and you're really struggling to stay motivated. Some of you are also needing this one because you are caring for a loved one. It wasn't as taxing at the beginning, but now that you're this far into it, you see things are not sustainable for you and you are feeling depleted and burnt out. I have had these seasons too. It's like you're walking around as an empty shell, looking inside for the resources and anything to help you get through, but you've used up everything you've got inside. And it's definitely shifting gears to put yourself in recovery mode. This episode is brought to you by HelloFresh. Now that it's summer, it's time to grill. And I've already been grilling zucchini, bell peppers, red onion from my HelloFresh recipes. Make this summer smoother and easier with HelloFresh. They bring everything you need right to your door, so you can skip trips to the grocery store. That means fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and easy to follow summer recipes. HelloFresh now has 30 dinner recipes to choose from every single week. You won't find this much selection anywhere else. If you are going away at all this summer, as I am, you can easily pause the delivery with one tap on the app, or you could also try this option. Update your delivery address and enjoy HelloFresh while you're on vacation. Last year, HelloFresh donated over 4 million meals to charity, and they are continuing to step up food donations to local communities who are in need of meals. Come see, taste, and experience why HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. Go to hellofresh.com/affirmation16 and use code affirmation16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Using code affirmation16 also helps you to support me here at Affirmation Pod. Go to hellofresh.com/affirmation16 and use code affirmation16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Thank you, HelloFresh, for sponsoring this episode today. And now here's affirmations for recovering from burnout. I think I can do so much. Then the unexpected happens. I overestimate things. I underestimate other things. I put so many wheels in motion. I keep trying to save the day. I run like this isn't gonna catch up to me. But now it's caught up to me. And I'm burnt out. It's hard to admit that I'm exhausted. It's hard for me to say I've overextended myself. It's hard for me to be with the truth that I'm burnt out. I didn't recognize it right away. But now I see I've reached my limit and gone past it. I'm depleted. I'm exhausted. I'm drained. I've put so much in, and I have nothing left. There's been so much stress on top of stress, on top of even more stress. I need rest. It's time for me to say no. And even more no's. It's time for me to clear more off my schedule. My priority is me. I need to recover. I need to listen carefully to my body. I need to simplify my life and give myself time to regain my strength. My strength will return. I need to give it time. I need to go from resenting life to loving life. So I'm letting myself be still and give myself permission to stay still for a while. I am giving myself recovery time. I'm stepping back from the noise. I'm stepping back from the stress. I'm stepping back from the pressure. I'm stepping into sources of light. I'm stepping into sources of love. I'm stepping into sources of levity. I am finding release and renewal. I check on how I'm feeling. I look at what I'm thinking. I keep watch on what I'm believing and telling myself I'm going back to the basics. Recovery needs a different pace. So I'm adjusting goals. I'm adjusting schedules. I'm adjusting priorities. I affirm myself right now. I am prioritizing my needs, and I'm doing what I need to care for my needs. May you be refueled and recharged as you recover from burnout. It can be such a challenge to care for our own needs when we've been at a pace of giving and showing up for others while neglecting what we need inside. The sister episode to this one is called Experiencing Burnout. It is episode 302. Again, it's called Experiencing Burnout, and it is episode 302. Now, there's an episode a couple months ago called Interrupting Negative Thoughts. I'd given examples of names people have given for their inner critic. Sharon Salzberg calls the inner critic Lucy. Julia Cameron calls that negative voice inside Nigel. That episode published a couple months ago, but some of you are still sharing with me the names that you give to your inner critic, your voice of self-doubt. Kayla recently shared that she's using one that was from the Disney film Luca, where the characters named their voice of self-doubt Bruno. So I guess in this case, we do talk about Bruno. And Kayla says, so now, just like in the movie, when her voice of self-doubt shows up, she says, Silencio, Bruno. If you haven't listened to that episode, or you know you need to listen again, it is called Interrupting Negative Thoughts, and it's episode 403. Again, it's called Interrupting Negative Thoughts, and it's episode 403. If you would like to have access to all the Affirmation Pod episodes with no ads and no announcements, that's available for Premium Access members. Premium Access members also get bonus episodes. There's over 80 of them now. They are not available on this podcast. Find out more or to join by going to affirmationpod.com/join. That's affirmationpod.com/join. Thanks so much for listening to Affirmation Pod today. Thanks for making time to recharge and recover from burnout. Now go be you, know you, and love you. This is Josie with Affirmation Pod. Hey, it's Josie here. Thanks for listening today. If you want to hear more episodes like this one, please subscribe to my channel or click on another episode right now.